So welcome back. NFTs and all the stuff around them. So some of you were very interested about my opinion about the cryptos and the NFTs in specific. And so I will share on my take on this whole thing. By now you probably know what the cryptocurrencies are, how they work and sort of what they do. And you probably already heard about the NFTs as well. So these non-fungible tokens, everyone associates them with these pictures of monkeys and whatever. And this is very strange because NFTs are much more than that. But that's not what I want to talk about here. If you want to research how they work and how the blockchain works and how everything works, well, there's a lot of information on the internet about that. So NFT basically is a token which can be associated with a contract, which can be associated with an Ethereum wallet or another cryptocurrency wallet, but everything is on the Ethereum network. So what is this good for? You can add multiple tokens into a contract, and that basically means you are the owner of these tokens, so to say. And why are they interesting? Because they're non-fungible, they can't be reproduced, they're unique in a certain way. So people started to use minting pictures and whatever into these tokens and started to sell them. And most people don't even know where these files are, how they're stored, what happens to them. And that's an entirely different topic. But the thing is, I pulled up an article. See, this is about how to get a file out of an NFT token. And if I scroll down, you can do all of this. There you get this URL. I think this is the one. If I open it, this is the NFT in the token that someone bought. This is the original. I can just view it as I want. I can just copy it as I want. I can do whatever with it. So to me, this thing, that like using images to attain ownership, I think it's stupid. I'm sorry. I can just download this image. I get the same exact image as the owner. So what's the point? There's no point. And this is where I want to get. So the problem with this is that it's not the technology. It's not the technology at fault. The technology, this is marvelous. Crypto can replace money. You can now have these NFT tokens to validate certain ownerships to certain wallets. So this technology, I think, is just amazing. The problem here is not the technology. The problem here is the people, and is always the people. If you think about money and stuff and how our world works, there's always never a case where technology is the problem. It's always how people use the technology. That's the problem. So someone with a great mind figured out that he could make a lot of money, a lot of money. Maybe it wasn't an individual, I don't know how this whole thing started, but they figured out that, hey, this is what we're going to use it for. We're going to begin selling images, this fake feeling of ownership. So you don't really buy the image because the image is like available for everyone. This blockchain is public, so everyone can download it. It's the feeling that you are the first or the one who bought this image. And to me, this is nothing. This means nothing. And I see that more and more people started to think like this. So the hype was over, everything settled, and everyone's looking, okay, now what now? Well, nothing now. You can't use it anything for. See, if you compare, like you buy the Mona Lisa or a Van Gogh painting or whatever, you can hang it up on your wall. That's yours. That's nobody else can take it. There's something behind that. There's a history behind that image. There's something meaningful behind that art. This is not the same thing. And even if there was something meaningful about it, it's not the same as everyone can access it. If you buy the picture, you can rent it out to galleries, and it's not the same feeling. It's not the same feeling. Trust me, it's not the same feeling. Although I must say, I don't own any single cryptocurrency or NFT or whatever. This to me from the very start seemed like a very dumb use of NFTs. Just because the hype is big and just because everyone else is doing it, it doesn't mean you have to. You can still just sit down and think through your decision before buying something. Okay, but what's next? Because everyone was looking at this as an investment opportunity to buying all those apes or whatever, and now it's nothing mostly. And I think the market went down to like what, 3% or something like that. So it's still reasonably big, but it's like 30 times smaller than it was, or even it's maybe even smaller. I don't know the exact details. So again, it's the people who make these technologies bad. Think about, anything in this world. It's always the people who make it bad. So what's my opinion? I think, again, the technology is really good. Using this as images, as to like verify ownership for images, like, I mean, why? It's completely useless. Then again, what do I think? What could we use this for? Well, right now, it feels like this is a solution to a problem that doesn't exist yet. It is very possible that in the near future or in the further future, we'll have an issue like when we want to digitalize everything and use some sort of technology to verify ownerships of certain things, like maybe you buy a car and maybe you have a certain type of contract, some type of whatever, and you can just use the blockchain to verify your ownership. That could be a really, really good use, but it's just an example. I think there's many different ways of using this. But right now, we have figured out everything so far, so it's not really needed. This was just like a fake use of, like, for everyone to get access to something very hypey, but it was doomed to eventually fall. So I think I wouldn't put this in the trash right now. The image selling and whatever, I think that's dumb. I'm sorry to say, that's my personal opinion. Maybe one day it won't be. Maybe one day there's going to be some sort of different way, different approach to this. But right now, I don't know. I'm sorry. I think it's dumb, but the technology is awesome. And yeah, that's it. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.